Y'all done seen my face enough. Y'all already know what type of time it is, right? But I'm gonna do it like this. This way, I guess it's more entertaining to y'all. Now, the more feedback and the more y'all participating and talking about the topics of what y'all want me to touch on, that's what we gonna do. But right now, Ben knows nobody here, and I'm gonna sit this. I'm planting this seed. I'm planting this seed right now because I'm gonna post it. You feel what I'm saying? And then we gonna build from there. Um, I want to talk about. Let's talk about. I want to say. I gotta touch briefly on the Ashley Robinson on 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 the Ashley Robinson, right? First and foremost, you feel what I'm saying? I want to say like is I believe this is some energy harvesting situation. I see there's a lot of that going on. It's been a lot going on, but now it's like evident. I don't know if y'all hip about that, but if you just hearing that and you're not familiar with like energy harvesting and what that's about, you know, that's something these devils, you know what I mean, these non-elites, they big in, you know what I mean, right along with the control, and this is how they gain control and taking over and taking over, brainwashing. You have to lift the veil to understand like about all that, and this is what this whole channel is about. Removing the veil. I don't really get into all that, the entertainment, all that hogwash about, because that's already fake. That's a whole fake situation that they put upon the people, and we be sitting there eating it up. You feel what I'm saying? As far as sports and all that, it's all energy harvesting, and it's all fake. It's all an act. I don't get into it. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, I used to all I cared about was the Ravens, anything Baltimore, even the Orioles. I don't get into none of that because it's all rigged, it's all scripted, it's all hogwash, and it's all energy harvesting for these people. I'm a say about this situation because I'm trying to figure out the update. So this is what I'm gonna say on that. There's a lot because nothing is coming out, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know if that's what the parents like. Probably maybe they, which I don't think that would be in their benefit. That the more publicized this is, you know what I'm saying, the more I think they'll. I think we can get to the truth, and that's bottom line, just to say the least. Um, I don't really care about her past. I'm not gonna get into. We already dove into that a tad, so I don't really care about like how her views, how anybody's personal views on her. I'm just gonna talk about the situation. It's an unfortunate situation. It's all obvious to me. Like, yeah, man, he took out there. It seemed premeditated to me. I believe that. I mean, I don't think this was just something that you know just happened on the fly. You know what I mean? I truly don't. Um, as far as her parents, I'm hearing that I'm seeing people like kind of why y'all went over there or this, and that, and third. It costs a lot of money to be over there. I mean, these people. I mean, they might have been okay in their life, but they ain't having like that to just have thousands of dollars to take a trip. Even though it's about their daughter, but they might not even have the money. That's why the father raised the GoFundMe, and he probably should have upped it a little bit. You know what I mean? With all these eyes on it, you know what I mean. But I mean, it depends on what exactly what he's trying to do outside of uh, transporting their daughter's body back. Long story short, I think he did it. I think he had and if he didn't physically do it, he had it done. I believe that a lot of them, the Tarzanian officials, these people, a lot of them know, you know what I mean, as far as the employees, whether they was a part of it or they just have the knowledge of what, they're not foolish. These aren't, you know, these aren't idiots, you know what I mean? So they know what's going on. They just playing stupid, because money talks and they can sit there. Some of these people ain't getting $400 a month in a whole month. That's like, you know what I mean. So if you can wave around a couple dollars and make their whole salary for 2 3 years, you give it to them cash right then and there. You know what I mean. You're making happy people. You know what I mean? Let's just be clear, but we all know that. So yeah, that's a scam. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not a scam, it's a setup. They know what's going on. I'm hearing he about to be released and all that. I'm not understanding if he's still, is he still over there? I think he probably been home. He probably not even over there. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I was want to see like what happened when the parents touched down on the motherland to see like do they meet up with him so they can and then they'll say like okay well yeah and get the and get and give him the fifth degree basically. You know what I mean? I still think he did it. I know for a fact he did. To be honest, I ain't even about to sit here and you know some things is visceral. But like I said, I'm not even about to say nothing no more on that. It's energy harvesting. They throwing all these distractions on there. I had seen right that shortly, like sometime I don't know, a couple days ago. They trying everything. I seen them put I guess they made Will Smith make an announcement talking about something. Oh yeah, I'm done. I hope y'all don't buy that. Don't pay no attention to that crap. You feel what I'm saying? Like if he done, then you just be done. You feel what I'm saying? But they felt the need to have him publicize it by going, by social. So basically making it worldwide. Oh, fake news. It's fake news. That's what they want you. They don't want you worried about bombing and all that. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on? These people going to war. We going to war right now. Sure. Y'all see what's going on in Dubai? Hold on, look at this. Let's see what this about. Matter of fact, no. Y'all see what's going on in Dubai? How Iran look at this leader was killed. You gotta look into all this. You gotta look at the worldwide views of things and not what they trying to put out. You feel what I'm saying? And because they control the narratives, man. Yeah, man. What's going on in Dubai? Y'all should see what's going on in Dubai. You know what I mean? All the, cause I was under the impression that Dubai was one of the wealthiest states and you know what I mean, or wealthiest countries or what have you. That United Emirates, they was balling over there. I'm starting now. I guess that's sinking. That thing was a facade. I mean, some of them probably was caked up, but y'all know about the workers there that built all that stuff, how they kind of trap them there, and they give them these contracts. They was supposed to be making this, then they slice that in half. You know what I mean? People that went broke. You feel what I'm saying? This the worldly news that you don't really know about. This the stuff they don't want you to know about. That's why a lot of them TikToks be banned in these countries because it disseminates the truth so people can actually go to be seeing this stuff. So if you're from somewhere like Baltimore, somewhere like Detroit, you understand what I'm saying? Arkansas, New Brad, it doesn't matter. You can call it what you want. God damn it, the Ozarks. You still have access to true information. You see what I'm saying? And this is what this channel is about. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not here to sit there and talk about the fake. You feel what I'm saying? All these actors, they fake. You feel me? I'm here to talk about the stuff that, that the alphabet boys, you know what I'm saying? Like these movies, the stuff they put up in the movies, you feel what I'm saying? They put it right in our face, predictive program. They put it in our face so they can do what they're doing. Cause that's how they're able to continue, the fuckery. They bullcrap. You feel what I'm saying? Their control and dictation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you being brainwashed. You ain't even knowing. You know what I'm saying? So I want my tribe when we watching movies to understand. I mean, you can take it with a grain of salt, but understand they putting this truth right in their face. You know what I mean? From the E.T. movie, you can name it. Enemy of the State. Just name movies. Transformers, The Bourne Supremacy, Ultimatum, all that. You feel what I'm saying? It's all in the movies. It's real. This is a real thing. I've been saying certain people, say that, you feel me? And it's real. Like one of the guys what's that podcast I watch, man? From time to time. I haven't watched it lately because of I didn't like how they carried the so-called creator, the lady of the Matrix. Granted, she might be, off her rocker a bit, you know what I mean? But anybody who, if you realize anybody who like borderline geniuses or geniuses alone, or people that just very creative, that's how they be. So I didn't really like how they carried that. So I haven't watched since. You know what I mean? But that was my favorite at a time, you feel what I'm saying? I'll throw it out there. What was that? The Maverick Approach. And something they always say is a quote that they'll go around and may say it's always in the movies. And it's nothing that they created, you know what I mean? But that's it's always in the movies. It really is. Like it really is. And I always been saying that, like, man, you watch these movies, man, that stuff be true. And when I was a child, of course, I'm looking at it like it was a movie, thinking, oh, this stuff will never happen. But it is. You know what I mean? They put the stuff in the movie that's actually happened. They don't even put everything of till they reach what they got going on. They don't put it all. You feel me? They don't put it. They don't put it. They put a great amount in it. You know what I mean? They put a great amount in it. You know what I mean? So they don't show us the true capabilities of things. You feel me? But yeah, in Dubai, man, these people, some of these families going broke because they done sent certain people, you know, certain loved ones over there for them to make it, for them to send money back to wherever they was going at, but they can't. These people can't even. These people can't even go back home. If they try to get a raise or something, they can just threaten them, talking so, oh yeah, deportation. There's a lot of people that's homeless over there. Do you see how beautiful Dubai was? You know what I'm saying? And is, right? All this massive and high class and super futuristic architecture. The people who build these things with their blood, sweat, and tears, these aren't rich people. These are regular folk, and they really not extorting. They man, they is they really slaving these people. Now all these people, you got hundreds of thousands of people that are stuck on Dubai, and they ain't even got no money. They broke. All the yachts is leaving. They gone. You feel what I'm saying? That was a thing that they was calling these. You know, they was having yacht parties over there. You know, it was all an illusion. It was all an illusion for the most part. Like I said, there's a certain amount of people who actually had the what you call 'em, but what happened? Is this by design? What's happening? These people ain't really got it. They calling the people that do got it. You know the people that got it because they what they call them sheiks. Because they coming over, they actually they get some girls from America to poop on them. They give them a couple dollars to defecate on these females, and these females is going for it. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not judging. You feel what I'm saying? They feel as though whatever the price is to get defecated on. I'm sure a lot of what I mean. Y'all would do it would do it to the people. I'm not talking about the ones who stand on business. That's like, man, I would never. You feel what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that's but yeah, you would. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you would. Yeah, man. Like shit. If you had that opportunity, right? But what's you got to really watch what's going on, bro. Like people who home, like these people that was built these contractors and builders and steel workers, what have you, and welders, whatever profession they was in. Now they just like stuck like homes in Dubai. They can't even go back. I'm hearing that they took their information, like they papers, they they papers of citizenship or basically I don't know. That's whatever they had, whatever they call it abroad there. You feel me? They said they checked it in. They gave the Dubai officials this stuff, and they never seen that stuff back. You know what I mean? So you forced to work. If you can't ask for a raise, you know what I mean they might fire you or something like that. So now so they really controlling. You know what I mean? But this is not what they what they gonna tell you. This is America. The American news it will never tell you nothing like this. It's all propaganda. That's what it's built on. You dig what I'm saying? That's what it's built on. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to get to the real. That's why I need my tribe to be on what I mean, like they can see through the veil. You gotta be woke. You gotta be woke, or at least willing to be. Cause I'm gonna tell you about this stuff. Like when I'm talking about the energy harvesting and all that stuff. Like that's these devils is doing. You know what I mean, so you can't pay none of that stuff no mind. Don't pay these holidays no mind. If you don't know the origin about it, then get to it. Like get to the origin. You feel what I'm saying? Start to get to the origin of these things. Look at these things that you celebrating. Look at these things that you putting on your kids. You feel what I'm saying? What is it really about? How did it really come about? Santa Claus. What is that? What does that got to do with Jesus Christ? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, stop being just can't be just going through life just floating, just existing. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to have a purpose in life. You feel what I'm saying? Like now everybody got their purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna stand on mine, and that's opening the, you know what I mean? Opening people's minds. You feel what I'm saying? Even more than they already. You feel what I'm saying? Is or whatnot. Now have a sip of my cold one. What it is, don't worry about it. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever sponsor wanna you mean wanna sponsor me, that's what it is. As far as cold ones. And I need to stop these. But I'll drink me a cold one here and there. Anywho, yeah, so start looking into about these holidays. Stop giving them the energy. You know what I'm saying? We need to work on we need to find who we truly are. You understand? We can't keep going along with these tracks. You know anything about archons? You see what I'm saying? Let's see what's up with these archons. Yeah, man. Let's see what's up with these archons. Right? And archons, that's a real thing, right? These archons, that's a real thing. What they say, jailers of the human soul. That's a perfect title. Mythical arcana. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shout mythical arcana up just for that. You know what I mean? Not to be clicking on the video, but they got a whole thing about archons, and these are real, whether you want to call them deities or or spiritual beings or whatever you want to call them, but they dark, and they are part of harvesting all of our energy. They thrive off fear. You know what I mean? They thrive off probably confusion, chaos. You dig what I'm saying? When you know this stuff, you can teach this stuff to the people. Just each one teach one. Somebody next to you, your kids, because we all thought to follow the light. Yeah, you follow when you pass and you walk towards that light if you want to. You feel what I'm saying? Then guess what? You're just gonna repeat the cycle. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna be in a different body. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna shoot you down to a different, you know, baby body. You have different parents, and they wipe out your memory. They wipe out all your past life. All of us been here thousands of times. All of us been here thousands. You don't remember that. Some people might sit there and say, "Yo, I recall some of my past lives or a past life." That's because that's real. And maybe that's because your third eye probably decalcifying or is waking up or you exercising that mofo. I don't know how you mean, but it's a real thing. Nobody remembers. Because if you go to the light, you're gonna repeat the cycle. And you're not gonna all the knowledge and information that you gained in your past life, if you was one of them ones that even acquired some of that stuff, you feel what I'm saying? They're gonna lose it. They wipe it off, and then you do the same thing. And then we keep feeding them. They say like they say the moon is like a place where they harvest souls. I mean souls, uh they recycle them basically. Yeah, I mean. So just look into that. I ain't telling you to take what I'm saying, you know what I mean, and just take it to the bank and cash it. You do your own research. You can you can tell me about it. I want people to tell me about situations, things I don't know. You dig what I'm saying? Um, I want people to sit there and put me on with things, and I mean that's why I reach out to my tribe. Like I know nothing. You dig what I'm saying? I know nothing. So every day I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. I mean, but this little slight live is basically just because I'm gonna drop it on my page so the people who need to tap mentor and understand what type of time I'm on, how I'm coming, and and we building. You feel what I'm saying? Subscribe. You see this? Subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Road to 1 million subscribers. I'm trying to change the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's not a whole lot to that. Not a whole lot to that. We getting deep. We trying to figure out who we really are. You know what I'm saying? We are gods. Don't never think that. Don't never let somebody try to, trick you to think that's blasphemous. You feel what I'm saying? What's good is bad, what's bad is good, as above, so below. That's what they work on. That's how they feed, that's how they operate with duality. You feel what I'm saying? They do a little good in your face, but all the evil that they doing behind your back, you feel what I'm saying, is ridiculous. It's out of this world if you knew. You feel what I'm saying? You know how they say like the left hand don't know what the right hand doing? That's they operate like that. You feel what I'm saying? You got to look into all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even astrology and numerology. You might want to tap into to these things because this stuff is true. This stuff is very true. It's very true. You know. So I'm on a whole nother wave, man. I done stopped a whole lot of things. So I'm focused. I'm focused. You know what I mean? It's just different. I'm gonna do this different approach so I can entertain too. And next time it'll be more of like this. I'll kind of have it like I mean like this. We gonna be chopping it up. I'm trying to build people so I can. I wanna go off of the comments. I don't even want to go off strip like of just what I'm thinking. I want people to drop things in this thing and you know and then we gonna straight tackle it right head on. This is no rehearsed. This is nothing written. This is straight raw, uncut, raw smack, bang right in your face. You know what I mean? You can't make this up. You know what I mean? You can't make this up. So we want to know about the like the Most High. You feel what I'm saying? The Most High. Who really like who's what's really going on? You got to know about that that divine masculine energy, that divine feminine energy. We need to know about all that. We need to know about the fallen angels. You know what I mean? Nephilim. We need to know about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff, the stuff that they deem myths, these were real people. These were deities. These were demigods. Dig what I'm saying? Like this stuff was real. But when you don't know this stuff, they can keep on tricking you. And if they can trick you, they can control you. You know what I mean? They never told that. This government, I call it y'all government, you know what I mean? Because it's not my government, you know what I mean? Because at one point in time when I thought that I was a part of the government, they even it was lying, but it was supposed to be for the people by the people. They changed that. They go into war right in their face. Talk. I mean, why are they bombing? Why are they bombing? You know, Iran. You feel what I'm saying? Why are they beefing? Why are these same people beefing? What's that? The Iranians and Palestinians, they beefing over territory. They've been doing this. They've been doing this. You know what I mean? For decades. This is not nothing new. They've been beefing with each other over territory, so-called holy lands and all that. They can't like listen. Can't they just get along? But that's that's other stuff we gonna talk about. You know what I mean? I wanna, you know, I kind of wanna. I'm kind of. It's really not no script to go to, but this right here, this is about all cons right here. How they controlling the earth, and y'all don't. And I'm speaking as a whole, and we don't even know. We thinking we doing something. We following this. You box yourself in a religion. You think you're doing something righteous, and it's all wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I said I'm not gonna box myself in. I'm gonna stay open. I'm reading everything. You know what I mean? Like, because as I told you, I know nothing. You dig what I'm saying? Knowledge is vast. So, um, get into that, man. Why get into this energy harvest and stop putting too much energy into these sports, watching that crap. I mean, look, now that's why they use the entertainers to promote the sports betting and all that. And we ain't even supposed to gamble. You know what I mean? And I'm not perfect because I'm a gambler. I started gambling young. You feel what I'm saying? And I can't say I have gave it up. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm trying to transition. I'm definitely transitioning. I'm less gambling, more investing. We can even talk about that. I'm heavy on the investing, and you know what I mean. And I'm getting into all that. You know what I mean? Crypto. We can talk about all that, but I need my tribe to sit here and drop ideas, and we gonna go in. Put me on something that I don't know. I don't want to just be just putting just trying to open up because like I said, I know nothing. But anything I do know, I'm going to spread it to my people. I'm gonna spread it to my people. I want you know correspondence. You know what I mean? Let's go back and forth. Let's get it. You know what I mean? I don't even mind y'all coming on my joint. We can go live together. You could I add you on the thing. We can bust it down. You know what I mean? We building. Iron sharpens iron, baby. Dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, don't be fooled by all these distractions because they got to pile them on each other. They got to do it at a vast rate now because the jig is up. Like we're in the age of awakening. You know, God consciousness. Because I know a lot of y'all think that God is coming back. There's a God. God is you. How you think God see everything? Through the eyes of God. We are all gods. We're made in His image. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Wake up. They tell me some time don't exist. Make that make sense. Because it doesn't. You feel what I'm saying? It's a construct. Who came up with the clock that even who said it was 24 hours in a day? The Most High didn't. Why are we going off the Gregorian calendar that they came up with when that's clearly off? When it's documented that what was that? What not was it the Mayans? They got what was 13? Was it 13 or months that thousands of years ago that they was going off of? Right? This man trying to decimate us, man, and it's not Trump. I'm talking about. So we want to talk about secret governments, the people who really running the world, the families that's really running the world. You know what I mean? Whether they reptilians, whether they shapeshifters, you know what I mean? Or just evil, or just evil people. Vampires, you know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. And that adrenochrome, yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. You know what I mean? These people, they monsters, and they aren't human. And how do you combat it? You feel me? You have to have the information first. You can't combat something you don't know about. It's like fighting air. You can that. You can't win. So let's scrap up. Let's strengthen each other. And let's talk about the stuff that matters. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not talking about nothing fake. I'm not talking about no. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all want to delve into certain entertainers that might have delved into something, then we can talk about that. Like I'll talk about Kyrie Irving because he woke. He dropped gems. You know what I mean? What's that dude? That Hugh Hackman? What was his name? Gene Hackman guy? He was a he now I'll talk about him. Like I'll talk about certain entertainers because of what they kind of got into or what they left behind. You feel what I'm saying? You watch all his movies, there was a lot of conspiracy movies or governmental movies or you know, spine, that type of them type of things. Predictable programming. They was showing you what they was capable of right in our face. They were showing us what they was capable of under the guise of it being just a movie. No, these were documentaries, non-fiction. You dig what I'm saying? Non-fictional, right in our face. You feel what I'm saying? They he had Gene Hackman. They found this. They said they found this little computer was so cryptic, but it had a because I guess he was gonna like let this information out about like the people who was involved and like what type of things they was doing. Like I said, the Alphabet Boys, CIA, all these people asking hoots. You feel what I'm saying? These people are part of the non-elites. These them they all help each other. Get you there. Yeah, put this information in this. Write a movie up about this. Put in the information for us to put it in so they can keep on doing it. It's what they call like so they don't have to so it don't fall in cosmic debt or something like that, right? So they can keep doing it. A metaphor I heard is basically to simplify it. If I'm selling you a bag of apples, if I got a basket of apples, right, and I'm selling them, but they're poisonous, but I don't tell you they poison, but I'm selling them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get what's coming to me. Like that's gonna come back in a bad way. But if I put that these are poison and you still buy it, you dig what I'm saying? Now, could you fault me now? I told you, I'm letting you know these are poison. You still bought it. Now that's on you. So think about that stuff when you see brands called Liquid Death. And so you're gonna think twice when you go to grab that and ring that up and pay for it with your hard-earned money. But the money, you spending your money, that's the last part. It's labeled on there. It's called Liquid Death. That's what it's called. Right. Let that sum up. Let that sink in. Because I'm sure I'm sure now me saying that, and y'all probably thought of some things that, dang, a brand that was called something. You know what I mean? They telling us. So they tell us. So we got to dig deeper. We got to dig deeper. We got to ask the right questions. You know what I'm saying? Why is Bill Gates buying what? Well, he been buying up all the actual seeds of crops, corn and the stuff that that we could get the nutrient vegetables. And I'm talking about real. He's buying all the seeds and replacing them with what? The Masano seeds that has no type of nutrients whatsoever. These are GMOs. That's a reason. So you gotta ask yourself why. I ain't gonna get into it. We will, I'm just dropping this so people kind of know what type of time I'm on. Roll to a million. No. You see, I ain't got no, what I got, 174, 75. Guess what? We going to a million. We going to a million. Y'all gonna help me. We gonna get to a million. I ain't stopping until I get time. Ain't no checkpoints to know the 1,000. Yeah, I could have did the little 500, rolled the 500, rolled the one. No, roll to a million. Got a long way to go, but we gonna get there. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna get there together. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get there together and build a y'all platform too at the same time. This is what we do. Each one teach one. This is charge. This what we on. You dig? And I know it ain't gonna be easy because the type of stuff I'm talking about is not the most, like, this ain't the most viewed content. How I'm coming, you know what I mean? People don't really, you know what I mean? I'm knowing this. Like just like I'm knowing it ain't nobody on here. You feel what I'm saying right now? I'm still gonna drop this on down. I don't know if somebody chomped in and then chomped out. That's typically what I'm used to. You know what I mean? But guess what? It ain't for that person. My people, my tribe gonna hear me, it's gonna resonate with them, and that's how it's gonna go. And I got to be more persistent. So that's just what I'm gonna do. But this right here is just kind of, I was just trying to give y'all like how I'm coming. You know what I mean? From now on. So that y'all just see in my face, you feel what I'm saying? Cause I know that's I entertain y'all. We gonna put on things, y'all might tell me, yo, watch this certain video. You feel me? And then so big. You feel what I'm saying? But enough of that spirit. We need to get to the point. You feel what I'm saying? Of actual matters. That's what's happening. We got to watch the worldly views of things, not what these devils in America call news and they put it in there. I never watched the news, even before I even came up with a reason that I had a reason not to. Even before I came up with a reason not to watch it. Well, like, why I don't watch it. You know what I mean? Because it's propaganda. That's why. Man, ever since the team, that's why I realized that they tell us what they want us to hear. They shape narratives. You When they talking about somebody melanated, you look at the words they use. Look at the adjectives they use for you understand what I'm saying? For someone of color, someone melanated, opposed to a Caucasian or another race for that matter. Like, like outside of, like, the Hispanic people, you know, outside of out of them too, but any other race, cause they talk down on them too. You know, but we the top. You know, cause we the one, we the chosen one. You know, we the most high people. We know that. You feel what I'm saying? I was talking to a friend and she was saying, like, cause you know everybody complain, like, cause we so generous, we so giving, we let people in our culture. Oh yeah, come on, you can get some money with us. Oh yeah, you can put this store here because we're loving people. Because what's for us is for us. We don't have to have hate. You know what I mean? But when you take it there, you're gonna get demolished. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel a wrath, unfortunately. But we loving people. We're taking anybody. We not menaces. We was not Vikings. Right. Yeah, man. And everybody, and we are the aboriginal people. Everybody got some type of DNA, probably 1 or 2%, or 0.6 or something like that. You know what I mean? Even however it's calculated, whatever the mathematical uh dosage is, every Caucasian or people or the planet gonna have a part of that melanin, some type of melanated blood. A percentage of melanated blood in their body. So what that tell you, right? Unplug. You feel what I'm saying? Look at that. They say sign. Look, they say sign. You have an all con attachment right now. A lot of you people do. A lot of you people do. Let me see what you talking about. You feel me? Shouts out to Beyond the Veil. It's right there. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the fifth kind. I'm pointing. They y'all see it right here. So like so these people, I love people that got that thought provoking content. That's all I'm coming with. That's all I'm coming with. You know what I mean? But this is what these people doing. 7 billion people on Earth. You understand what I'm saying? And these archons are dictating. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of things that you don't even know. Whether it's spiritually, how you feel. all that. So we got the up our vibration. This is what this about. That's higher our vibration. We higher our vibration. When one person higher their vibration, as a result, the universe higher their vibration. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it's like a minuscule amount, doesn't matter, but it happens. One person raises their consciousness, the byproduct, the universe raises its consciousness. We are from the universe. That tells you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in the universe is in us. Everything that's, you know what I mean? Let me say that again. Everything that contains that's in the universe, you can saying, you can find it in us, in you, in me. You can saying, when you know that, you know they say you know better, you do better. You dig? You know better, you do better. I'm about to wrap this up though. I'm about to wrap this up. I need y'all to tap into it. Look into that stuff. You know what I mean? Do your own research. You know what I mean? Let me know what type of time how you feel. Let me know how you feel about this stuff, shorty. You feel me? Yeah. So my tribe, you feel me? Road to 1,000,000. Road to 1,000,000. Get into all that. Get. I mean, why we ain't celebrating these holidays? You know what I'm saying? With the origin of them. I had just heard a good point of view that they say the holiday each holiday is celebrating like one of the 7 deadly sins. Thanksgiving, gluttony, you know, Valentine's Day, lust. This, you just break it down. Think about it. I mean, you can look into that. I ain't about to even get into it. But I just thought that was an interesting take that I never thought about. But I just knew about the origins of these holidays, why I don't celebrate them. You feel what I'm saying? Once I got hip, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know. So yeah, man, a need for read always. Road to 1,000,000. Like, share, subscribe. You ain't got to like. I'd rather you subscribe. Share. Tell your people, put your people on. You feel me? Tell people. I don't even care if you just tell them, yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, just follow this person. You ain't got to tell them nothing. They start chiming in and we building. You feel me? Yeah, we building. But yeah, I want to build my tribe up so I can be more persistent. So I have something consistent rather. You know what I mean? So I can have something to go off. Like I don't want to just, you know, come with my views because I'm coming with my views. You feel what I'm saying? But I want, you know, I wanna like piggyback off of something. I wanna like see somebody give me ideas or talk about this or how they feel about this. I wanna hear other people's. You mean where other people at? You did? And a whole lot of that, man. Yeah. I pretty much said what I said. Roll to 1,000,000. noo'dells check the need for read. Um, yeah, let's build. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. You know what I mean? Let's take our power back. You know what I mean? Let's take our power back, and then maybe we could really put people in the seats who actually going, do right for the people. You know, who actually mean right for the people. They keep putting these Uncle Toms in that what they gonna tell you. Yeah, your people gonna be good. But you gotta sell out your own people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was pumping up this Mayor Brand Scott. He's ciphering taxpayers' money. This close to home because this is Baltimore. And I said it from the jump. I said, man, we ain't gonna never see nobody that actually means is some good. You know what I mean? They're gonna put the people that they can control in them seats. That mean is no good. You know what I mean? How you ciphering millions of dollars? As far as him putting the people around him in position and all that, hands down to that, big dub. But once you start getting criminal, you feel what I'm saying? And you stealing, you taking out, you stealing from the taxpayer. We already don't have no resources. I mailed them something about a need for read. None of these cowards got back to me. None of these devils got back to me about nothing. They ain't even say like they, you know what I mean? I sent the idea about a need for what I was trying to do, open up houses and you know what I'm saying? Have a safe haven for people, you feel what I'm saying, to come in and read. There's a lot of literate people out here that's older and younger than me. You see what I'm saying? Grown people. But you ain't gonna know it because they just run around the streets and they know how to operate. But you put a book in their hand and you know what I mean? And they look like Money Mayweather. Worse. Right. You know what I mean? This real. This ain't no dig or nothing. This is just facts. So we need to do better. We gotta let's change the narrative. You feel what I'm saying? Max, not change no narrative. The narrative. Let's not buy into their narrative. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's fake and it's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? And let's create or just keep. You know what I mean? Making it better, making a positive one, high vibration. High vibration. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm on. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all be good, man. noo'dells. You feel what I'm saying? F that mayor, Brandon, you a sucker. We ain't got nothing here as it is, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of dysfunction and misinformation. And you're a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? Up in your people's, you feel what I'm saying? Like salaries ain't doing nothing for the people. Where the resources for the youth? At least, all right, if you ain't got nothing for the people, you know what I mean? Because these drug programs, they're not really rehabilitating the people. It's like a perpetual cycle. And they get paid off of the struggle, off of our plight. Whether it's drug use, whether it's incarceration, whether it's fatherless homes. You dig what I'm saying? So they monetize our plight. The struggle. That's in every city, any urban area. It's the same thing. They slowly drain the resources so the youth ain't got nothing to do. So they kind of just turn to mischief. I'm not going to just say crime, mischief, but the mischief can, you know, in their eyes, it's going to be crime, even if it's not crime, until it even before it becomes crime. You know what I mean? But that's the plan, because it's by design. Projects by design. They call it projects. That ain't even our terminology for it. These devils literally projects. We might get a call. We might call that's what it is. You know what I mean? Ground zero. Putting all these type of people, all these characteristics and these people habits all in one, and you know what I mean? And with no resources, no money, you know what I mean? No good jobs that can actually make a difference. That's why you can't pay me enough to make somebody else rich. I done tried it, don't work. I don't even feel right. It's like, man, I can't. You're paying me pennies on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? But not just that. I can actually be great at my job. I can actually excel at my job. I can climb. But if you can me, now everything I got my family. You feel what I'm saying? My livelihood, everything that's banking on me bringing this piece of paper. You feel what I'm saying? Home to provide for mine. But you could just can it to put somebody else in position for half that you gotta pay me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you're gonna do. It's not that you're not gonna do it. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do that. Cause why? Cause that's good business for you. You feel what I'm saying? It's more profit. You making more money, and then you'll do the same thing to that person once he reach the max. Unless he's just gonna just keep taking, and eventually they find people who just okay with the, oh yeah, no, I'll take. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about that, man. But Brandon, he a sucker. He a sucker. Like you don't even try to do halfway. Like get you and your people's on, but still do right for the people. You's a sucker. You feel what I'm saying? Something gonna happen to you. Matter of fact, I take that back. What's something gonna happen to us all? You feel me? Y'all, these devils always trying to have us decimated. They bombing around. That's why you got to watch the world news. This is what I'm gonna leave y'all with. They're bombing places, and they're not telling y'all. So if Iran, I mean, they bombing places. I won't be surprised if Iran and America is in correlation, is in cahoots for real. Just like America been in cahoots with Russia. Y'all be thinking like they really beefing. No, they planning this stuff out. The world is a stage. So when you know that, you feel me? They can't trick you anymore. You start to see through it. You start to see through it. Just like I seen through that fake assassination. And I made a video on my page that y'all had access to. It only had about like 40, 45 or 50 views or something like that on it. Which and not even that many likes. It should have had as many views it had. It should have had that many likes. But I was just basically explaining how it was fake. I was just explaining how it was fake. No video clips or nothing. Just my perception of how it was fake. And when they took it down 2 years later and said, "Oh, I'm spreading false information," something I realized, there's so much false information on here. They never touch none of this stuff. But the minute you put something real on there, something that they don't want you to see, you feel what I'm saying? That they don't want the people to know, you feel me? Oh, they striking. Oh, that's fake information. He come up, it nipped his ear. Man, they said around and put that pig blood on his ear, y'all. I'm like, so why nobody behind him got shot? Like, cause there was more than one shot. Anywho, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but they took it down 2 years later. That let me know that I'm on the right track. Yeah, man. And that's the only take I seen. I never seen nobody talk about that view of it being fake. A lot of people, they actually think it was real. You know what I'm saying? Like most people think it was real. When I said that, man, it was bullcrap. It was easily fake to me. Just like even that staged Capitol charade. Come on, man, y'all. It's like action. Oh yeah, go ahead. It's all bullcrap. But see, when you know what you know, you can see through it though. All right, my tribe. Yeah, man. Y'all watch this. I hope everybody, you know what I mean? Y'all know what's going on, man. noo'dells, check.